Hey there, welcome back friends. Let's move forward from where we have left, and in this video we will try to implement a feature of pagination. Now friends, we already receiving a list of product list, and this list is based on, for example, filtration based on category, or it is based on the brand's ID, right? And if I show you the data is not massive, but there could be a scenario where the data could be massive. Now in this video we will give a feature to our user so that he can filter the information based on start and size of the data. So let's do that. So in here, first of all, we will again make use of this annotation query param. Let me make use of query param. The name of the query would be, to start with, we will give the name as a start, and definitely this would be a int entity, and the name of the variable would be again start. Then we will again add a yet another query param by the name of size, and as expected we will definitely make use of a yet another int entity, and the name would be size again. Alright, so now let's move in and let us try to implement the business logic. Now if we check inside if and else, we have the same statement which is return product list. So let me cut this statement from here and let us move it to outside if else. That will reduce our statement count by 1. Alright, so now we have replaced two statement by only one statement, so that's good. And now let us also add in a if condition. This condition would be rather very simple. It would be like, if start is greater than equal to 0 and size is greater than equal to 0. In this condition, we will extract a sublist, and it is rather very simple. Let me show you. It would be like product list equals product list dot sublist. Now friends, this particular method sublist is already available to us, so definitely we need not to worry about it. This is a Java provided method, and in here there are two parameters. First parameter is from indexed, the starting value. The second is to index, the end value or the size, right? So in here we will use these two values as a start and size, and that's it. In fact, we are good to go. Alright. So we are extracting a sublist from the existing list, and then we are overwriting the existing information, and finally we are returning the list. Now we are all done. Let us quickly run this application on the web server, and then we will finally test it on Postman. Alright, so the application is up and running, and we will simply navigate to Postman, and we will try to fetch the information based on products, and product ID is 2, and the response is 0. The response is a empty array, right? This is strange, right? Let me show you our business logic real quick. In here we are making use of primitive data type, right? So start is a int entity, size is int again. Now whenever we deal with primitive data type, the default value of the primitive data type of integer type is 0, whereas the primitive type of local variable, float or long, it would be 0.0, right? So as a result, there is a issue in here. This condition would be always true, and we are replacing the list with a sublist of no data itself. What is the solution of it? There are two things. First of all, the start value starts with 0. As a result, there could be a scenario where the user explicitly give the value of start as 0. As a result, we cannot remove this condition and replace this with this condition where we say start is greater than 0. This is simply wrong, right? As a result, we will get rid of start value, and we know that if the size is 0, it's empty list. As a result, we will simply get rid of the equal to symbol in here, and our business logic will be fixed. Imagine this. If the size is greater than 0, then only this condition is true, and we will replace the information. And even if there is no query param available by the name of start. The default value of start is 0 and we are good to go. 0 param value means that we will start the sublist right from the beginning of the list, which is perfectly fine. Now friends, we are not here to discuss on business logic and how to code better. We are here to experiment and explore JAX-RS. So I won't dig more into it. It is basic and it is good to go. And I am pretty sure that the context has been reloaded. Reloading is done. Let us retry now. So now if I retry, definitely we will get a list where we have everything, but there seems to be some kind of issue. Let me retry by rerunning the application. I suppose the context reload was not good enough. Let me restart the web server. Alright, so our application is up and running, and even though the home page is 404 not found, we will do something about it later down the line. As of now, let us quickly navigate to Postman. Let us hit the URI where we are categorizing things based on bike, which is cool. Application is running. Let us get rid of category. Let us try to get a entire list. Again, this is working. Alright, and now let us also try to paginate things. So it would be like a start equals 0, and let us give the size as 2 to start with. Oops, so it got resetted. Let me retry. It would be like start equals 0, size equals 2. Alright, so here are two values, right? So as the size is 2, there are two values and start is 0. We can definitely give the start value as 2 again. Take a note of the ID. The product ID is 1, right? So if I update the information, then what happens is the start value is same as size. As a result, there is empty list. Alright, so this is good. Now in fact, definitely we can give the size as, for example, 4, and then again we will get two responses where product ID is 3 and 4, which is good. But this size is kind of misleading, so let me do a small little change in here. Let me refactor the information, and we will change the size to what? We will give the new name, and we will give the name as end. And let us also quickly update this query param value, which is end. This is good. Alright, now finally let us again retry. So in here we will again retry with start as 1 and as 2, and we should get only one response. Here we go. So this is nice. Apart from that, we can also add in the category in here. So it would be like and category equals maybe car this time. So in here currently the category is car, right? So let me update it to bike, and we can again test it, and this time we get a different result where the category is bike. This is nice that we are able to use all the parameters which are pagination and filtration based on the category. Everything is working perfectly. Alright, so this is nice. Alright, so in our next video we will check couple of more interesting things related to JAX-RS. Till then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day and take care.